Hey, everybody, welcome to Vocabulary Day 2. I hope everybody had a chance to go on Spelling City yesterday and maybe play some games with vocabulary. Always know that there's both spelling and vocabulary games that you can be playing. Remember, our first word is knowledge, and that's the things learned or understood by experiences. And experiences are anything that you do creates knowledge. Now let's look at him in a sentence. His knowledge of computers is amazing. So everything he's learned or understood about computers is amazing. The amount of information that he has is amazing. Knowledge is the key to success. The more you know, the more you can do. So that is true. He used his knowledge of motors to repair his car. Because if you'd never been around a motor in a car and you went to repair it, you probably couldn't do it. So that's why we tell you to watch every video. We tell you to do all the writing. We tell you to participate in everything you can to do with school because it increases your knowledge. Our next word is curious, and curious is that eager to learn or know new things. And some of the students in here I can tell are already very curious. James being one that every time I watch him, he wants to constantly know and learn new things. People that are not usually curious do not build knowledge as fast as people that are curious, eager to learn or know new things. My cat Olivia is curious when she sees a closed box. It drives her crazy. She wants to know what is inside. Curious George is one of my favorite characters in books. And that's just simply because he's always getting into some kind of trouble due to his curiosity. He was a curious young man. So he was one of these kids that are eager to learn or know new things. Here's the verb, motion, motioning, motioned, and that's any kind of movement or action, both slow or fast or just in between. Now look at it in a word, and you can use any form of that. So you can use the base word, root word, you can add the ing, you can add the ed, and it's going to be your action in your sentence. I like to watch things move in slow motion. Did you see the crossing guard motion for you? Why did you motion me over to talk to you? So motion is that movement, that anything that catches your eye that you can see somebody moving or something. Next word, silence. And remember, silence is that complete lack of sound. And Helen Keller lived in complete silence. Here it is used in a sentence. The teacher asked for silence during the math test. The librarian asked for silence during her lesson today. There was an awkward silence in the classroom. Awkward is when it's strange or unusual. So there maybe a child got in trouble, maybe a child got hurt, and so there was that weird kind of silence where everybody stopped talking and all they're doing is listening. Next word, illness. And remember, an illness is a sickness, not feeling well, and not being healthy. And poor Scooby-Doo, look, he's probably really sick. He's trying to warm up his body by putting his feet in warm water. I missed 2 days of school due to my illness. Helen Keller had a severe illness when she was a baby. Severe meaning horribly awful, okay? Kids and teachers miss school due to illnesses. So that's why when we come back, you'll have your mask on. We'll use plenty of hand sanitizer. Every time you go to the bathroom, you need to wash hands. Every time we come in the door, go out the door, we'll use hand sanitizer. Because the COVID that's going around creates a lot of illnesses in people. So we want it to stay out of our room. Next word is a verb, imitate, imitating, imitated. And remember, it means to copy or repeat something. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? Watch the little cat for a second. It's learning to take a bath by watching or imitating its mother. Isn't that cute? I just want to squeeze the little belly. Let's look at it in a sentence now. Little kids like to imitate their big brothers and sisters. The little kitten learns from imitating its mother. Helen imitated Annie's hand motions and learned to communicate. And one of the big things about vocabulary, ladies and gentlemen, is you don't just learn the meaning of it, but you learn how to use it in the sentence properly. And if you notice, remember our sentences start with capitals, they end with punctuation. They're big, complete thoughts with details. You add your adjectives for your color and your size because you want people to really understand what you're saying by how you make your sentence. Darkness without light. Darkness can scare some people. Helen lived in complete darkness because she was blind. As the sun went down, darkness crept across the field. And crept just means that it's a very slow movement. So as the sun went down, the darkness started moving forward and creating a sensation of having no light, okay, or a feeling of having no light. Next word, behavior, and this will be our last one. How a living thing acts, both positive and negative. The students had excellent behavior on the field trip. The children's behavior at the assembly was not good. Ooh, you don't want to ever have that with me. We get Orca tickets when we have respectful and responsible behavior at Clear Creek. And you have to decide on how you're going to act because you can come in the classroom and you can be very disruptive. You can, cause, like trouble. You can be mean to other people. You can even steal sometimes. And all of that falls into your negative behavior. Positive people come in ready to learn. They sit in their chairs. They have their supplies ready to go. They do all their tests. They do all of their work every day. That's more positive behavior. Okay, so I hope that you're deciding on what kind of behavior you have and what you're going to bring into the classroom before we get back. So that's it for today. Have a wonderful day and try to study these vocabulary words so that you get smarter and you have more knowledge.